And a good Friday, everybody, the 7th of January, 2022. Thank you so much for checking out the weather with me today. My name is Jewel, and this is the Weather Channel of J7409. Severe weather? Not really. But right down here, as you can see in southern Florida, well, we do have this chance of some isolated thunderstorms possible across the South Florida area today, and that should go right on through early tonight. And then when we see the Texas coast over here, well, we have some for you guys. Your thunderstorms, they'll be isolated once again. They should be mainly tonight up and down the Texas coastline here. No chance of tornadoes, severe downdraft winds, or hail. This is just a chance of thunderstorms that may pop up today through tonight in the lower 48. Before we get into the regular forecast for the today and over the weekend, let's hop ahead. We're going to check out some things the 9th through the 13th, and what we're looking at here right now is just precipitation. This is what should happen. As you can see up in this area here, we got lots of freeze and rain going on up and down the Appalachian Mountain Trail here, moving up through these areas. Heavy rain. Lots of rain are going to happen down south here and over in Texas, the Houston area, moving up through Mississippi, Alabama, portions of Tennessee. This is what it's looking like. Now, where the heavy snow should be, the Great Lakes area, right up in here. You can see this is where most of the snow should occur. But we got still very cold temperatures over here with freezing rain and sleet, and then maybe a little bit of snow up here in western New York as we get in these areas here, as you can see. So this is what the precipitation is looking like. But for those of you who like cold weather, well, you're going to have lots of days you're going to like. Look at this coming up. It's looking like the next round of the Arctic air. It should be in place by this coming Monday, with temperatures 10 to 25 degrees Fahrenheit below normal, and maximum temperatures staying below 0 Fahrenheit across the northern plains and the upper Midwest. As you can see right in this area, it's going to be so cold. It's going to stay below 0 Fahrenheit, folks. Now, by Tuesday, this chilly air will spread into the northeast and the mid-Atlantic across, making for one of the coldest days of the season so far. So please be aware and get prepared. We're on this roller coaster, folks. It gets mighty, mighty cold. And then it'll warm up just a tad. Then it's going to get cold again. And as we look, this is January the 23rd. You can see another Arctic blast after this one I just spoke of is going to come down. And down in Florida, down in these areas, 40, 46. Can you see? I mean, can you believe that, folks? It's going to get cold. Cold, cold, cold. Now it should warm up a little, but folks in Florida later on, around the 23rd, getting closer to the end of the month, you're going to get this too. Now, in the panhandle of Florida, you are 30 degrees, looking like about this time. Now, of course, this is kind of way out. It can change some, but this is what it's looking like as of now. Moving right on across, looking like in Georgia, most part, 25 and 30, Alabama 29, northern Alabama 18, 24 to 19 in Mississippi, moving right on across over in northeastern Oklahoma 19, North Carolina's looking like mostly in the 20s, with Virginia coming in the midsection of Virginia around 14, and then look at Ohio, -1, -2, Pennsylvania, 4 and 6. These are the Fahrenheit readings, folks. We move up to Maine, we got about 3 degrees going on. Just cold, 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 cold. And you would get -19 over here in Minnesota. It's just going to be a really cold day coming up. Looking like for Wisconsin, you're like minus 14 down in southern Wisconsin here. Cold, cold weather. So please be prepared. Once again, these temperatures, they may rise and fall and with these systems as they move through. But the cold weather, the coldest weather has yet to come. I hope everybody has a way to stay warm. Please keep this in mind and prepare. And by the 9th, this coming Monday and then on Tuesday, could be one of the coldest spells we've had yet in portions of the lower 48. Okay, here's the NAM map. Let's turn it on, courtesy of my friend Levi over at Tropical Tidbits. Thank you, Levi, for letting us use this. This will take us through the next 3 days. Quick hitting northeastern. That's going to bring some snowfall to parts of the northern New England today. We got some heavy mountain snow and gusty winds. They're going to impact the Pacific Northwest and Northern Rockies to the end of today, maybe into tomorrow. Dangerously cold temperatures. They're located throughout the northern plains and Midwest for this morning to briefly retreat by tomorrow. They'll get a little bit warmer tomorrow, but then like I've already showed you, this is going to happen before the next surge of Arctic air enters in the region coming up Sunday, and by Monday and Tuesday it's going to spread on across with a lot of places not getting above 0 Fahrenheit all day. Now, an area of low pressure that's currently off the mid-Atlantic coastline, that's going to zip northeastward today to exit the Canadian Maritimes by tonight. Now, snowfall will quickly come to an end, probably before lunch over the mid-Atlantic and northeast, with moderate to heavy snow remaining possibly later this afternoon across coastal New England. Total snow amounts are 4 to 8 inches. They are expected over eastern Connecticut, Rhode Island, and eastern Massachusetts, and coastal sections of Maine. Now, you could find some higher amounts. They are possible under a very narrow, intense band of snow. That can create dangerous travel conditions, as we all know. And the watches and warnings are already up. Please go check them out. You know how to do it. For those of you who follow me, for those of you who don't, click Show More. Click the first link. It takes you to my homepage. Then click Community. You can read them all right there. Now, immediately behind this system, we got cold and blustery conditions throughout the Great Lakes, Mid-Atlantic, and Northeast, with the Great Lakes still mostly free of ice. Scattered lake effect snow bands are likely to form and extend into interior northeast areas through tonight, and we do have some lake effect snow watches and warnings up. Now, after we have this stretch of very active wintry weather across the northwest, one final surge of moisture is looking like it's going to impact the region this morning, while also dumping heavy mountain snow across the northern Rockies. An additional snowfall amounts of up to 1 to 2 feet, they're possible throughout the high terrain, which will exacerbate the already growing concerns for avalanches. Yep, that's going on. Winter storm and avalanche warnings are in effect. Now, additionally, as this cold front moves across the region, it's going to get windy, folks. Gusty winds up to 60 miles per hour are expected throughout the Northwest, Northern Great Basin, and Northern Rockies today. And these wind gusts could lead to blowing and drifting snow over parts of northwestern Montana, where some blizzard warnings are in effect. Now, the winter pattern should drastically quiet down by Saturday, tomorrow, across part of the nation here. Now, it's looking like otherwise than that. Bitterly cold air mass is centered over the north central U.S. Sub-zero temperatures. I mean, it's cold as far south as central Illinois. Now, when you combine the light breeze, the widespread wind chill values across the northern plains and Midwest, They're also minus 20s as these residents start off your day today. Well, we got a strong area of high pressure on top of it. That's going to slide to the east coast tomorrow, Saturday, and it should usher in maybe a little bit of warm southerly wind to the central U.S. by tomorrow also. If it does, looks like it will. This will help return temperatures a little bit above average. However, like I've said, it's going to warm up and then boom, it's going to get cold. This brief warm up will be short lived as the next Arctic cold front surges southwest across the northern plains Saturday afternoon and enters the Midwest by Sunday. Now, we do have some light rain showers that are possible and pockets of freezing rain and drizzle along and ahead of this cold front. Now, the best chances for light freezing rain exist from mid-Mississippi Valley areas and Midwest for Saturday to the northern mid-Atlantic by Sunday morning. Now, a little farther south, we got a cold front. It's going to spark scattered thunderstorms over the lower Mississippi Valley as it clashes with a warm and moist air mass flowing out of the Gulf of Mexico. We do have a few thunderstorms that could turn severe over southeast Texas, with isolated tornadoes and damaging wind gusts some main concerns. Now, a few areas of heavy rain may also produce some isolated flash flooding concerns throughout the Mid-South for Saturday as this precipitation falls over areas that's already experienced a wet start to the year. But don't worry about these isolated tornadoes and damaging winds today. They may pop up tomorrow night. They may not. I'll keep my eyes on it and I'll keep you posted. And that's a check of your weather for today, what is coming up the next 3 days, and then looking ahead through early next week. If you think it's cold now, you ain't seen nothing yet. Thanks so much for watching, and I thank you for everything you do for me, my friends. Every single thing you do helps me. Please share this with your family, your friends, and on your social media to help me keep people aware and safe of what might be coming their way. And do remember to subscribe if you'd like to. If you haven't to, I would appreciate it a lot. Have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day, my friends, and peace, love, and kindness to each and every one. Thank you so much for watching.